What's up, YouTube? It's your homie Tony, and we back with another strange, creepy TikToks compilation. If it's your first time to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button so you stay notified when we drop videos like this, and make sure that the algorithm gets spread out so other people that like this type of content could come enjoy this content with us, man. But without further ado, I got some strange, creepy TikToks that we're gonna start this off with. So let's get into this. Let's roll out. And by the way, man, how was y'all day, weekend, etc., etc. All right, let's get into these, man. Strange, creepy TikToks. And I got a couple trigger alerts for y'all. So I'm just letting y'all know, warning, these are very strange. All right, well, let's get into it, man.
So here I am walking into my last shift in the emergency department. And it's not because I'm retiring. I wish it was because I was retiring. Actually walking into my last shift here in Delaware County, Pennsylvania, because the company that owns this hospital and another hospital in Chester, PA, are shysters and criminals and have stolen everything. When you make over $250 million as a CEO of a company, and then you close hospitals for people in need in communities that are fairly densely populated, including a trauma center. People are going to die, and that's what's going to happen. And these people should be held accountable. Thousands of people are losing their jobs by the end of this week, beginning of next. It's a disgrace. I've been in the medical field for 35 years, and I've worked in the emergency room now for over 22. There's nothing else you can say about it. It's a sad day. It's a sad day for Delaware County, Pennsylvania. It's a sad day for all the staff.
That's PA.
I know hospitals aren't perfect, systems are broken, but when you intentionally pad your pockets at the result of people not being able to get care, you are immoral, you're a disgrace, you're unethical. I'm sure there's lots of nurses that I work with that all feel the same way. Doctors, housekeeping, kitchen staff, ancillary staff. So here's on to a new adventure in the nursing field.
Right,
I
what
don't
they
really
gonna
know
do?
what I'm gonna do.
Well, I just
But I
said
like
that. What they
patient
gonna
care.
do?
I like taking care of people. I like take care of all people. I don't care who you are.
That's your career. Yeah.
Well, I'm an ER nurse, so that's probably not true. ER nurses do know that. Anyway, peace out to this portion of my life and my career. The only thing left to say is good night, Moon.
Wow. Spam up your thoughts on that, chat.
Gotta start paying attention and really see what's going on. You see, they've been talking about blackouts for a while now, probably for like a whole year. They like, I feel that a blackout's gonna come. People need to be prepared. And now you see in different countries get hit with blackouts. If the entire world blacked out, you got 72 hours before the whole society collapses. I'm talking about no phones, no bank, no internet, no food, no water,
Right.
nothing. Money's worthless. Stores gonna be shut down, not working. Hospitals gone. Everything you know that you thought you can do when you had power, you're not gonna be able to do it. And people is not prepared for that. And I don't know why. They've been dropping hints like they know something is coming. And this is probably just the start of it. Today, Spain, France, Portugal, they all got a little taste of what it feel like with blackouts. Airport stopped, so it's no flying. Trains were stuck on the tracks. Hospitals were scrambling to get the backup generator started because you know people in the hospital, their life depends on having the electricity to work because some people is on oxygen and all that. And I would hope people know how to get around the area they're in, because when that happened, the GPS was gone. You better have a compass. 1,000,000 people were cut off with no warning, no backup plan. And the craziest part, y'all, it didn't just stop there. It went to Morocco too. But all I'm saying, y'all, is the greed is not invincible. People better wake up and prepare.
Mm. Spam up your thoughts on that, man.
I see that.
Oh, nah, bro.
This is the third time I've come through, and this is exactly how I've seen them. 3 times now.
No, 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 no.
Alright, tell me I'm on fucking crack. Every time I turn off the light, there's like a shadow there. Watch. You see that? What the fuck?
I see it, bro. What the heck?
What the fuck? Tell me I'm not on fucking crack, dude.
Nah, you probably lit up a couple times. Nah, this is for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. Let's keep it moving.
Emma. And it is our 2-year anniversary. Officially 2 years. We've been dating for 2 years, but we've known each other forever. You didn't just see something come in here?
Oh, I saw that, bruh.
For Stan. I won't break them. Michelle's getting like really good at the drums. So you might have some competition when you get back. We love you. We'll see you soon.
The dogs are ready for bed. It's just a peaceful night here. Get ready to go to bed myself. What the fuck is that?
Oh, heck no.
Well,
heck
oh,
no.
God, fuck!
Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. Spam it up with your thoughts. AI or real?
Just a couple days ago, a man captured something terrifying on his security camera in Mexico. Prior to this night, the man had heard rumors around his neighborhood that the legendary Black Charro was spotted by several people on various nights. He didn't think much of the rumors and thought that they were simply making up stories to play a joke on him. However, he was fast asleep one evening when he was woken up by his security camera, which notified him that it sensed motion in the back alley where his garage is located. When he went to watch back the footage, he was terrified by what he witnessed.
Hey, you can hear it? The dog knows up. Oh, nah. Nah, bro.
When the video begins, we aren't able to see anything out of the ordinary, but
Nah.
we begin to hear the sound of a horse coming closer and closer. Eventually, we are able to see a horse and someone riding on top make its way into frame as it charges down the alley. There
Yeah.
also appears to be a man sitting nearby who doesn't even move when the horse gallops close by, which is incredibly odd. Most security cameras don't take great footage in low light, so it's difficult to tell exactly what it was. Did he capture the legendary Black Charro that many believe is the devil, or is there a more reasonable explanation?
Bruh. Bruh. Let's get to this. So, hospitals is closing down. My take on that, man, is I don't know what we gonna do, but we gotta get some people out there that know how to mess with herbs and all that, and you know what I'm saying, get right, cause we're gonna be out here with no help for real. That's crazy, and the blackouts. I can't even begin to start talking about the blackouts. Like I said, we're gonna have to get together it's gonna take a whole community to get over what's going on with the blackouts. You're gonna need people that know how to I mean, people gonna have to learn how to survive. Survival skills is gonna have to kick in, like we used to watch The Walking Dead and everything. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna need those people that know how to survive and all that. Whoa. Um, yeah, so we got, and then the black demons in that room, that was crazy. I don't know if that's AI. Y'all spam it up and let me know whether y'all think that's AI or if that's real. And I saw that the shadow of when the dude turned out the light. That's might be AI. I'm saying I'm leaning towards 50-50 on that one. I'm not sure. Um, but the ghost behind Shorty, I did see that ghost walk behind her. That was weird, bro. Somebody walked and it was clear that wasn't AI. That was a person walking by. Now that could be, it could have been one of her friends if they trying to monetize the videos walking behind her. But that if it wasn't, God help her, man. And the horse passing by, now that was weird. That was weird. But AI is getting so good that we don't know whether it's AI or not. But that was weird. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a I'm gonna go put a real rap in the chat. But let's keep it moving. So we got some more clips to go through here. Let's check this out right here. Whoa. What is that, bro? That was creepy. Whatever it is, it had long legs. Oh nah. Oh, the dog knows something ain't right. Look at the dog bugging out. Oh, you got the grave site too? Oh yeah. They can see what's going on sometimes, yep. Yeah, they definitely can see what's going on. Y'all spam it up though. Let me know your thoughts, man. Get it to the next clip. Oh, what's that? That's an alien? Oh nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. Spam it up. Real or AI? What y'all think, man? Real? Wow, that was an alien, dog. Oh, oh. That's strange, bro. That's real strange. That ain't normal, bro. What's going on out there? Wow, bruh. Bruh, let me know your thoughts, man. Real or cap? Is that AI or is that real? That's not looking like AI, I'm gonna tell you now.
Car, not doing anything dangerous, but here it comes. Here it comes, here it comes. There it is. Look. I'm gonna chase this joker all over town
They got
tonight.
the car alarms going on.
I'm gonna chase this joker all over town. Look.
Oh, you saw that?
A giant UFO. I'm chasing this baby all over town. Let me get into my car. Here it comes. Look at that.
Bruh, what is going on out there? Spam it up though. What's y'all thoughts? Cap or real rap, man? That's looking real rap to me. But I mean, how many of y'all know about Project Blue Beam? But we'll give it to that. Let's keep it moving.
The United States is owned by foreign corporations. Nixon opened it up for foreign trade. And when Nixon opened up for foreign trade, the people of Europe and the common market and Spain and different places, they don't care about the United States forest. And in short, the United States has been sold out by people who really don't care for anything but money. I've had all the money in the world 3 times. I had to give it back to keep the game going.
What game?
The game. It's a game. Money is a game. It's only real to the people who work for it. The people that don't need to work for money, it's a monopoly game. It's a game of paper. It's all on paper. I've got a production company, and I've got a recording company, and I've got a mansion in Beverly Hills, and I've got Rolls Royces and Ferraris. I've got everything money can buy, but it's all on paper. Everything's done through the companies and through the tax loopholes, and the people that live on that level, they don't care about the average honest mule that just goes back and forwards to work. They don't care about the children that are in the streets that are thrown out of this upper echelon of existence. And then when all the children fall down into me on my level, I pretty much identify with them because I was a throwaway also. So it goes to the point of, do you really care?
When you said...
And who does care? And if anybody cares, they're considered crazy. I've been 15 years in the nut ward for trying to stop the trees from being cut down, from trying to rearrange a lifestyle of a bunch of people who don't want to change. But they're going to change because the cold wind is blowing.
I've got a curiosity. Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Remember you had an X years ago and you changed it now to a swastika?
No, I never changed. It's been the same thing all the way along.
Wasn't it always an X?
No, it never was.
What's it stand for?
It stands for whatever I mean it to stand for, and whatever I make it stand for, and whatever I want it to stand for.
But you didn't one time say you were Xing yourself out?
No, that was your newspapers that gave you that.
What does it stand for you?
It stands for many things. It would take 2 or 3 weeks to explain all the things that I've built.
Can you give me an example?
In the image. Certainly, I can give you an example of the United States flag of America.
The swastika?
The rising sun in the German and the Japanese flag. The Star of David to the Israelis.
Spam it up, y'all. What's y'all thoughts on that? So first, I just wanted to get at those ghosts in the room. That was wild right there. Them dogs definitely seen something. They was barking crazy loud. They was going crazy. So I kind of think that's real. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's fake. And the aliens, the UFOs. Well, the alien footage was crazy. I'm leaning towards that probably is a real body. But I can't explain to you where they come from. I heard that they coming from the ocean, so we'll get a couple of clips up about that. We might not be alone out here. Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? It's all for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, we might not be alone out here, chat. T- So yeah, y'all spam it up though. Let me know y'all thoughts on that. Um, the UFOs in the sky. Do y'all know about Project Blue Beam? I'm thinking that it could be that, but then again, it's looking kind of real. So, and then with the car alarms going off and it being affected by the sound and vibrations that it's giving off, that could be real talk right there. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people look towards the sky, but I'm gonna say you got to look down too, underneath the water. Um, and what Charles Manson was saying, they made that man look like he was crazy for years. I've been through that, people calling you crazy just because they don't understand you. But he's saying money is a game. I mean, you got a monopoly board in your house. I mean, you got to know that they doing some type of game when it come to pieces of paper. It's actually not valuable. It's pieces of paper, and they got the people in the system just moving around like the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this is all about, exposing the Matrix. So let's get into the next clip, though, man. Not gonna hold you. Get into the next one.
It actually happened. Oh my God. Aliens are from our oceans,
See
confirmed
that?
today in the Oversight Committee hearing, a live stream that was broadcasted all over the world. The 4 witnesses, which included a retired Navy commander, a rear admiral, confirmed to the Oversight Committee of Congress, hey, they are real. We have UAP materials and bioorganic materials, not just us. Every other country behind closed doors is doing a secret advanced arm race trying to reverse engineer all the technology that they found. They said they're from our oceans. We have 4K video evidence of them appearing from the ocean out of Kuwait, out of Africa, the East Coast, the West Coast, Mexico, every continent on this planet has UAP video evidence all leaving our oceans. They say it's not human, it is an intelligent, artificial, or bioorganic, but it's some type of intelligence that is eons ahead of us humans, and they've been here longer than us. What the hell?
Spam it up, spam it up. What's your thoughts on that clip right there? Let me know what y'all think.
There is footage that has recently came out of what happened during the Malaysian flight.
Oh, the one that went missing,
disappeared.
Yeah.
Bro, there is this footage that was supposedly recorded on some type of satellite. I'm gonna show you this video, dog, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen. This is absolutely crazy, and I don't even know how to explain what I'm even looking at.
Yeah, let me see this. That's insane.
Okay. So go ahead.
So that's the flight.
That's the flight. Yeah, that's the plane.
What is that thing flying around it?
There's 3 of them.
There's like this. Whoa! What the fuck is that?
You see what I'm saying?
There's like these 3. It starts off with 1.
Yeah.
And then 2 other ones come.
Bro, keep watching. You saw that, right?
Bro. Like a white explosion happened or something, but it didn't look like an explosion. Like
it was like it just said boom,
like a blink,
like it just disappeared.
Yeah,
like it got sent somewhere or something. Okay,
bro, that's some like portal shit, bro.
And then this is where it gets
crazier. It was like channeling up energy and like sent it somewhere else or something.
Yeah, bro. And then this is where it gets freaking crazy. They even showed it in thermal.
Yo,
it's the same footage. It's the same footage.
Whoa, what the fuck is that?
You saw it disappear, right?
Yes. Nah, that's insane, bro. If that's legit and like for real,
bro. Even the guy who was talking about it, this was recorded on a satellite, and for years, bro, they already had this footage.
Bro, that's insane.
Yeah, bro.
Bruh. Spam it up. What y'all think? Cap or real rap?
Excuse me, sir?
Yes.
What are you doing here today?
I'm just waiting at the bus stop.
This isn't a bus stop.
I usually come here every day, and the bus driver, when he gets here, he lets me know he's here, and I get on.
What were you doing before you got here?
Just coming home. Just coming from home, had breakfast.
And where are you going?
I'm going to a friend's house.
What do you intend to do at that friend's house?
Well, what we normally do, we just chill, relax, talk.
Well, we have a report of a black male with a dangerous weapon.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the weapon right now.
Come on.
Well, I don't have a dangerous weapon.
I'm looking at a weapon. It's in your hand. What are you doing with that?
Sir, this is my walking stick.
Your walking stick?
Yes, I'm blind. I can't see.
You're looking right at me.
I can hear your voice, but I can't see you.
So you're telling me you're blind and then you use that device to find your way around, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
In the world, this gotta
Sir,
be a point.
that is a weapon, and you can't be in possession of it.
It's not a weapon.
What other weapons do you have on you?
I don't have any weapons.
No weapons at all?
Not at all.
So you're just sitting here randomly, no reason at all, carrying a weapon?
Bro, I'm just waiting on my bus.
This isn't a bus stop. We've already discussed that. No bus is coming here.
I come here every day.
Well, you're in the wrong spot. So your story's not adding up. Now, I would like to know what you're really up to.
Like I said to you, you're stressing me out right now. I'm just waiting on my bus.
You look very suspicious, and your behavior is very questionable right now. So I'm going to ask you again, why are you here, and what are you doing?
Bro, I'm just waiting on my bus.
This isn't a bus stop. We've already discussed that. So you're going to have to come up with a better story than that. I don't appreciate being lied to. I'm an officer of the law. Do you understand that?
Officer, I'm just waiting on the bus. I got no weapons on me.
You didn't answer my question. Do you understand that I'm an officer of the law? I'm in charge here. I am the law.
I understand that, officer.
Can you repeat that? Who's the law?
You are the law.
I'm the law, not you. So where's the weapon?
I have no weapon.
It's in your hand. I'm looking at it.
That's my
What do you intend to do with that weapon? I'm not buying this whole blind thing. You're looking right at me.
Officer, I'm just letting you know this is a walking stick.
We gonna go get some narcotics? You gonna go rob some people?
No, bro, I'm just chilling.
Steal some stuff from the mall?
Not at all. I'm just trying to wait for my bus. You're the one that's
damage some vehicles? Pick on little children?
Bro. Let me know your thoughts, man, in the comments. What's going on right there?
A new flavor of fuckery, 'cause everybody.
Wow. Over 200,000 empty Chinese shipping containers sent to the USA. Wow, China is not playing, bro. That's real? Yo. Spam it up. What y'all think about that? All the shipping containers empty. 200,000. Wow. Oh, hold on. Wait. Let me get y'all right. Get y'all right quick. Go back to my IG post. Wow. What a harassment. Rubbing two crystals together does that. So let's recap, y'all. Wow. So what y'all think about the aliens in the ocean? Is that cap a real rap? To me, and it was broadcasted, so we got to go with a real rap. And my thoughts on that is, like I said, we're not alone. Evidently, there's some other species that came here and they want in, man, or whatever we got going on. So, what's y'all thoughts, bro? Like, what y'all doing if y'all see something anyway, man? If you know what I'm saying, if something just pop out on y'all, man, what y'all doing? Hmm. I know what I'm doing. I'm running for the hills. But yeah, what y'all doing though? Spam it up. Let me know. Um, the Malaysian flight thing, I heard about that. Man, that looked pretty real. You know what I'm saying? That was, I guess, and I would think it was top secret, and they just like uncovering all of these details now. Um, that's strange though, man. I heard that flight popped up somewhere. I don't know if that's the same one. Popped up 37 years later or something like that. If that's the same flight, but I heard about that. Yeah, that's kind of strange, fam. Kind of strange. But the blind man stick thing, now that's wild. Like that's really wild. Why is these people being harassed? What is going on? I mean, he's blind, he cannot see. Of course, everybody knows, and I'm pretty sure that that cop knows that if he was able to graduate or get 20 credits to even make the force, and he knows good and well what a blind man's stick look like, a walking stick. You know why I think he's doing that, right? It got something to do with crayons and the black color crayon. Um, and the 200,000 containers, that's crazy. How many of us are prepared for a global meltdown like that when China, Russia, Japan, Italy, Spain, Europe, all of these places, they just shut down. They don't have any more, like China. If without China, you're not gonna have a lot of products and goods that we get and resources in this world. So I'm just keeping it real. What are y'all ready for that type of activity to go down? But yeah, man, and the crystals being rubbing together to make light. How many of y'all knew that? That was today years old when I knew that. You know what I'm saying? That's interesting though. You could probably produce light from a lot of nature's natural resources that we just don't know about because we wasn't taught in school. So y'all spam it up though. Let me know your thoughts. Let's get it to the next clip. Move on.
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to. Have y'all
Mm.
seen the video of that guy who said that his side hustle is a grave digger and that
Yeah.
him and his coworker went to, do their job, and while they were lifting up the casket, he noticed that it was extremely light, and he asked his coworker, like, yo, why is this so light? And the guy was like, don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to. So then right after that, I saw this lady who used to work for the cemetery, and she pretty much said, like, there's no way all these people that have passed on, there's not enough room for them. There's definitely not enough room for them. And she was like, if you really want to know where they go, check your restaurant, check your grocery stores, She's like, I lied to you not. This is what's going down. Don't ask questions.
Wow. Please, man, don't tell me that because when I eat, I be freaked out now. Y'all spam it up.
This is why you should always be armed while camping in the woods. Because when this guy began to drive through the path at night, he noticed a strange figure in the distance. As the man got closer, he knew something wasn't right, as the strange figure's movements were unsteady and its walking patterns were very strange. The man drives in closer to see if they need a ride, but then suddenly the creature turns around and begins to dart towards the vehicle. The man turns around and never returned to the area. But what would you do in this situation?
Bruh, I'm boning out. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm not standing there like he was.
If I go missing in the next few hours, know that it's because I'm sharing this picture with you and with the world. I took this picture yesterday. I was up in the mountains and I saw a craft, this orb, flying through the sky, no propulsion, going so fast, and jets were chasing it, and it crashed into the ground, and it flew up dirt all around, and it made this crater, and this is it right there. It was copperage of color. It did change colors. It changed silver, and then after a while, it changed to a red, it was pretty sweet, the red color. I actually really liked that color. But I started taking this picture, and then all of a sudden all these Suburbans and Escalades and one H2 Hummer showed up. And I hid behind a rock, and they looked like governmenters. And they were checking it out, and they didn't see me. But then I sent this picture to a bunch of friends, and it disappeared out of our text threads. We are not alone. This was something that I don't know any government that could build an object like this, but I'm sharing this out, and if I go missing, please come to my house and take care of my critter pets before they starve to death.
Wow. Yo. Spam it up, man. Y'all think that's cap a real rap, bro. That's weird though. Look at the crater size though. Okay, let's get it to this clip right here.
Companies have been funding radar and that these major insurance companies have been funding radar and LiDAR equipment to police departments to catch drivers speeding. This whole time we thought it has been about safety, but it's actually been about profit. Y'all know that they are investing in the same system that is designed to penalize us, right? And they are profiting from it. So this company that makes laser guns was on the verge of going broke, and their products were selling $3,500 a piece at the time. Now, police departments could only afford just a few of them. So guess what happened? Look, the lizard people stepped in. Literally, the Geico lizard, remember that? Yeah. Y'all know who they're talking about. You guys know who I'm talking about. And in a brilliant merger of public relations and greed, Geico bailed out the LTI company. The insurance company bought LTI's newfangled laser guns. In ceremonies held in each state nationwide, Geico donated a few lasers to the state police or large local agencies. That's crazy, y'all. Did you guys ever hear about anything like this? Look, it says the PR stunt also put free samples of LTI's laser guns into the hands of the agencies who would have never bought them in the first place. Once the cops gained operational experience with the new gadget, once the revenue started rolling in, laser guns became all the rage. The lizards, Geico, also banked big bucks with the initiative. The laser-wielding lizard and laser. Look, they go hand in hand. Lizard, laser. You can't make this stuff up. And you think this technology was not faulty, and you would be wrong. As it states over here, laser is fallible. The guns only work on front plates, on states where front plates are not legally required. Many motorists don't have them. So these police officers are using faulty technology on us, and it was funded and provided by our insurance companies that are supposed to protect us and our insurance premiums. Wow. So if I was with one of these companies, I would rethink about who I would, insure with, y'all, because that's crazy. Let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all.
Spam it up in the comments, man. How y'all feel about that? Working together, hand in hand, to make sure that you stay broke and get fines.
Us to see, yo. This is what they don't want y'all to know.
But strangely enough, there is left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole on the other side of the South Pole from Middle America. And I think it's quite astonishing that there should be an area as big as that unexplored. It's a tremendous. So there's a lot of adventure left down at the bottom of the world.
Why do y'all think that they have this map so detailed to even like the coloration of the different waters? We're talking about even the smallest islands of the islands. Make it make sense. Yo, I've been doing this content for a long time, and y'all know that. I'm goated at this shit, you feel me? Look at that. Bro, they got Asgard. Y'all know they be putting the truth inside the movies, yo. Y'all know it. Look at that. Everything is detailed down to the rim. These are the maps they don't want y'all to see, bro. Look at the different colors of the water. Y'all know that's like the different depths and everything. And then y'all seen what I post the other time. Look, all the different names of the oceans and everything. Say it ain't so, y'all. Say it ain't so. And then y'all heard what Emerald Bird said. That was Emerald Bird. For those who don't know, I'm pretty sure a lot of us know by now. But if you don't know, that was Emerald Bird that was talking. One of the greatest explorers of all time, y'all. Tell me, how could it be land beyond this that they didn't discover at that time frame? I want y'all to make it make sense, yo. Wake up! This is what.
Spam it up. What y'all think? So let's recap, man. You got Graves out there, and the lady saying, yeah, so the Graves, you want to know where the people going? We don't got enough room for them, and apparently they going to fast food or restaurants. She said, check your local restaurants. Bro, I don't want to think like that. I know one thing, man. Y'all about to make me go vegetarian. What y'all think about going vegetarian? But yeah, that's wild, right? So that's scary though. To even think like that, you know. But let me know your thoughts. My thoughts on that is I'm freaked out a little bit about that, you know? Like, that's freaky. Um, the man walking backwards in that pic, that was wild, right? Imagine you in your car, you just chilling, and the man just start walking backwards like that, looking creepy like that. What y'all doing? Y'all staying? Oh, y'all blowing it. Y'all getting up out of there. Um, and the UFO orb crash, they made the big ditch like that, the crater. That was crazy. That was wild, right? But that might explain some of these canyons that we have, even the Grand Canyon. But yeah, that's kind of strange to me. I gotta go with a real rap though, because he had footage and that joint looked real. So the insurance company radar scheme, we know that these big corporations do be working together, man. Sort of like the DA and the defense attorney go to lunch together and all that, talk about your case. Well, I'll give him this. Well, I'll give him that. Well, we'll give him this. So yeah, that's kind of accurate, man. You know what I'm saying? The insurance companies is like out here trying to get that money, huh? And beyond the ice wall, yo, that right there is I've been hearing about that lately a lot, you know, on some of the people I'm subscribed to on YouTube. I've been seeing the clips about beyond the ice wall, and I heard that it was actually some animals or some type of creatures over there. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a real rap. What y'all think though? Spam it up in the chat. Let me know if y'all think that's cap a real rap. I gotta go with a real rap on that. You know what I mean? But let's keep it moving to the next one. See what we got here.
Didn't call them dinosaur, they called them dragon. The word dinosaur wasn't made up till 1841. It's a brand new word in the dictionary. I got some old dictionaries and looked for the word dinosaur. Even in 1891, the word was not in the dictionary. They called them dragons. Bible mentions dragons 34 times. Even in the 1946 dictionary, listed as now rare. As the population of people began to grow after the flood, the population of dinosaurs began to go down. Because nobody wants to live next door to a dragon. How many grizzly bears are roaming loose in the woods right here in Bucks County? None, right? How many were there 400 years ago, you think? Probably a whole bunch of them. Gilgamesh is famous for slaying a dragon. A Chinese legend tells about a guy named Yu. It says after the Great Flood, they surveyed the land of China and divided it into sections. He built channels to drain the water off to the sea and make the land livable again. Many snakes and dragons were driven from the marshlands. This piece of pottery from Egypt shows two long-necked dinosaurs. Why would they put dragons and dinosaurs on different pieces of pottery that are found from ancient civilizations? What are these dragons? And the Bible talks about a fiery flying serpent. What is this? Herodotus in 400 BC reported the fiery flying serpents. You might want to read that story sometime. The fiery flying... Anyway, in the book of Job, it talks about out of his mouth, Leviathan, go burning lamps and sparks of fire leap out. Out of his nostrils go a smoke. Alexander the Great reported dragons when he conquered part of India. Saddam spent a fortune rebuilding the ancient city of Babylon. On the ancient Babylonian walls, which they rebuilt, they found carvings of lions and dragons. This is from 600 BC. How would they know about dragons in 600 BC? Some were still alive, still lived with man. Why would they put dragons on the walls of the city, the Ishtar Gate in Babylon? It's over there right now if you want to go see. They didn't call them dinosaur, they called them dragon.
That's deep. Spam it up. What's your thoughts?
He went to the ER 9 times and was hospitalized 3 times for a total of 63 days. Maddie experienced over 35 adverse events. In the EUA amendment, Maddie's adverse reaction was reduced to 5 lines that they claim was eventually diagnosed as functional abdominal pain. It's a stomach ache. Does your child, when they have a stomach ache, does that put your child in a wheelchair? Does your child's stomach ache require a feeding tube?
I've got a quick question. Obviously, we invited
the CEO from Pfizer or some representative from Pfizer, nobody showed up. Pfizer has to be aware of you. Have they reached out to you?
Neither Pfizer, the FDA, or the CDC has ever talked to us or attempted to. We have never heard anything from them. She went to the ER 9.
Thoughts in the comments.
Have y'all seen this video interview with Elon Musk, y'all? If you've ever had a doubt in your mind that Elon Musk was a real human, you won't now, y'all. You gotta check this video out.
And refurbishable might be the right word. But where do you think it failed, and where do you think, like, what lessons have you learned that you know you're not going to be making on Starship?
Y'all see the way he's moving? Look at that, y'all. Ain't no way. Elon Musk looks like he is glitching in real time. Y'all, what human have you ever seen move like this? Y'all see that? He looks like he's biomechanical, y'all.
You're just trying to get data out of the thing.
I think I'm short-circuiting. Yo, I said, look at this mug. He's short-circuiting. There's a glitch in the Matrix, everybody. There's a glitch. I told y'all. You didn't listen to me, did you? I told you. Watch it over and over. He's like, he's trying to walk normal. Normal? Just, come on, Elon. Be normal every day. Oh, God. Something is happening to me. Tesla is down 71%. I'm losing my fortune. I'm losing my 14 kids. I should get another baby. I should kill all my... Yeah. You guys, let me know what you think.
Have y'all seen this video interview?
Bro, he sure was glitching, man. What the heck is going on with you, Elon?
Made nearly $1 million with their toxic mother and son duo made nearly $1 million with their toxic concoction.
51-year-old Jason Vale limps out of his vehicle and into his home on 235th Street in Belrose Manor Wednesday night after posting $100,000 bail. The former arm wrestling world champ and his mother, Barbara Vale, are accused of selling apricot seeds as a cure for cancer through a website, apricotsfromgod.info.
I know for myself it helped me. It made my tumor shrink.
Vale served 5 years in prison for marketing the products and was released in 2008. Earlier Wednesday, feds raided the home.
So much stuff going on in the world, smoking, and you have people dying from vaping, and you have an individual who beat cancer when he was 18 years old that nobody else beat, that did 5 years in jail for that, for selling something he believed in.
And the theory says that when you eat 2 to 3 seeds a day, you cannot come down with cancer.
The complaint also says that there are no clinical studies supporting the fact that these seeds are safe or effective. The FDA told us it could not comment on these arrests, but that this is not an approved product and that there's actually an import alert on it.
The feds say
Wow. What's your thoughts, y'all? Big Pharma don't want you knowing that, huh?
Literally put it in bread. It's yoga mat material. And it's legal, and once again, illegal in Europe. RFK specifically talked about azodicarbotamide.
What would they put that in, like a...
Subway bread, like Google Subway.
Bread. Yes, Subway bread previously contained azodiacarbonide, a chemical that is also used in plastics and shoes. When did they stop? 2014, it looks like.
Yeah, when the food babe, she actually brought this to everybody's attention because it was in Wendy's, It was in McDonald's. And I think most of the companies didn't remove it, but she specifically was picking on Subway. She had a massive campaign. She got it out of Subway, but a lot of other companies and a lot of breads in the supermarkets and stuff, they still have the yoga mat material in them. They literally put it in.
Wow. That's crazy, bruh. Ew. So I'm not going to be chewing on no yoga mats. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, if y'all enjoy that, though, to each his own. Me, I'm cool. I don't want no yoga mats for dinner, man. Y'all could go ahead and put some ketchup on that, and you know what I'm saying, have a ball, have a fun time. Me, I'm a refrain and stay sane. Yeah, that's nasty, bro. Now, the dinosaurs or the dragons. Let's react to that. So, dinosaurs do got a long neck, most of them, and they kind of do resemble dragons. Not all of them fly, though. Don't dragons? I thought they all have wings, but a lot of them dinosaurs have wings too. So could be from the same family. You know, y'all gotta let me know what y'all think. I kind of go with that might be in a dragon. You know what I'm saying? And cause I ain't never see the word dinosaur. Like they said, I've never seen that in any scriptures. I don't know if I seen dragon before, but I know a lot of Chinese scripture and stuff they believe in got a lot of dragons in it. Um, Injection damaging kids, the injections. We all know that a lot of people were unalived. A lot of people went, and they got these injections and they had problems. They had difficulties afterwards. A lot of people even went brain dead and had problems with their brain. So I'm gonna have to go with a real rap on that. Did y'all see how Elon Musk was glitching, bro? Like, is he robotic or he just slept on the wrong side of his bed? You could be sleeping on the wrong side of your bed and wake up, you trying to walk and crank it out, you know what I mean? But nah, I think something extra is going on with homeboy. Um and the apricot seeds, we already know how Big Pharma do, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't following, suit with Big Pharma, they probably gonna get you up out of here. And if y'all didn't know, like I said, allegedly chat, but Kobe Bryant had a lawsuit against a pharmaceutical company before he crashed his helicopter. So yes, but let's get into the next clips. You know what I'm saying? That's something for y'all to ponder on. Um,
Can we? I just do the question again, and then you can pop in.
Yeah.
You mentioned actively spreading AIDS.
There was a unit in from Simon that one of the things was that we went into African countries.
And how was that done exactly?
Through inoculation.
Through vaccines?
Yeah, through vaccines. Pretending to inoculate people and that type of thing.
The idea being to kill black people?
Yeah, to eradicate black people. You must understand the concept was that AIDS was a killer. It was incurable at that point in time, so it was led to believe that if you infected people, it was the quick, non-militaristic approach to eliminate black people.
And that is something you know for a fact, that AIDS was actively being spread to other countries?
Yes, to African countries.
Can we
wow. What's your thoughts, though? Let me know. Saying that they spread it to kill to unalive black folks.
Well, we ruined the planet, we dispossessed, imprisoned and slaughtered First Nations people, we enforced gender roles, we systemized rape, racism, misogyny, transphobia, homophobia, ableism, classism and unsustainable food industries. We allowed fossil fuel companies to operate our elected officials like ventriloquist dummies from hell, raping our planet for economic gain. We turned the prisons and military into big business. We sold our land, our resources, our water table and the port of Darwin to the Chinese, who we're now in a trade war with. We empowered the church to such a degree it's now just a tax haven for pedophiles, with the ability to manipulate government policy and mandate legislation on women's bodies without their consent. And we bred dogs to a superficial aesthetic level so they can no longer breathe. But pugs are so cute the way they suffocate when they walk. Their eyes are pointing in different directions because they're asking both owners to kill them.
Maybe the truth in plain sight. What y'all think? Is that not true? Wow, he said the small dogs.
That are banned in other countries. Watch until the end because the last one will shock you. The European Union says number one is American chicken. It's banned in Europe because it's washed in chlorine during the process. Number two, American ground beef. It's banned because they use a chemical called pink slime that uses ammonia gas that has antimicrobial properties that has been proven dangerous to your health and it will affect your gut health. Number three, pork is banned because they use a chemical called racetopamine that is added to the animal and is banned in 160 countries, all except the United States. Number four, farm-raised salmon is banned because they use chemicals like metal, mercury, dioxin, and antibiotics. Number 5, milk is banned because they use a synthetic growth hormone called grub made by Monsanto that has been linked to increased risk in cancer and hormone issues. And number 6, breakfast cereals, Fruit Loops, Tony the Tiger, Raw, Honey Brunches, and Rice Krispies. These chemicals has been linked to asthma, cancer, child behavior issues in children. Share this video. Follow Millionaire Barber for more tips.
Wow, you are what you eat, huh? Man, you a lot of those things then.
Help me make sense of this. Okay, so the UK, the country that's known for being cloudy and not getting enough sun, they have been given the green light by the UK government to go on ahead and dim the sun to fight climate change. The UK seems to be in desperation, and they are saying this is a necessary step in order to dim the sun to stop the sun from rising these global temperatures. So what happened to all the states that were banding together to stop, chemtrails? Even this passed in Florida. So it got passed in Florida and other states, and now the UK is passing it, and they don't even get enough sun. Guys, these people are so shooken up. They have invested 50 million pounds in experiment in attempt to reflect sunlight from hitting the earth in attempts to fight global warming. It says in the US, for example, NASA warns that warming temperatures could mean the amount of land consumed by wildfires in western states is projected to increase by 2 to 6 times the year 2050. Here's that 26 that we be talking about, that 2 and that 6. We've been talking about how the sun is affecting us and changing our genetics, and now they want to manipulate and mess with the frequency so this type of thing gonna happen. And it's crazy because the UK also canceled Easter this year as well. And the reason why that's important is because Easter has to do with renewal, resurrection, the return of the Christ consciousness. That's why, again, the Pope has to transcend, because the Pope represented the vessel in the physical that was keeping, physically keeping the Christ consciousness energy. So all I'm saying, there's about to be an enlightenment going on, and the UK is trying to stop it.
I say this is a Christian land, and I say that those who are here to subvert our culture and our faith, we should send home. We don't want them here. We don't want them here.
At what point did celebrating Easter in Britain become controversial? This is a question that has left many Brits stunned as they witness an unexpected cultural battleground emerging in an unlikely place, the local primary school. In recent days, footage has emerged showing protests outside a British primary school where Easter celebrations were cancelled, not by public demand, but rather in the name of inclusivity. This decision has sparked intense debate about cultural identity, religious expression, and what true inclusivity actually means in modern Britain. According to a letter sent to parents by the head teacher, identified as Miss Manda, the school would not be holding its traditional Easter bonnet parade and Easter service this year. The justification provided was, in the spirit of inclusivity and respect for the diverse religious beliefs represented within our school community. With those words, long-standing Easter traditions that have been part of British school life for generations were quite...
Slowly but surely, y'all, the lies are coming to an end. Let me know what you guys think about this video. The shift is here.
Wow, that's interesting. So let's touch on that and react to those. The spread of the HIV houses in Virginia and Africa. That's crazy, right? But that would explain how it got from Africa to America, because a lot of people from America was traveling to Africa back in the 80s, and it was like a black culture thing to be, power to the people and all of that. And they did that to eradicate the colored race, the black people. That's strange. I'm gonna go with a real rap on that, and that's real crazy. I didn't know that. The truth is in plain sight. You know how they putting things like that on that show. You know what I'm saying? He was saying all of that stuff like, yeah, and we did the dog so dirty that they eyes of like the little pugs, the noses are on their faces, and so that's supposed to be a genetic experiment. And that's the number one dog that the females want, kissing in the face and all that stuff like that. Um, you got chlorine being washed, chicken being washed with chlorine, pink slime being in some of the meat. You got pork being messed up. Of course, I don't eat pork, but Look what they doing to it. You got milk and cereal in America all banned. Banned, bro. Banned our cereal, banned our milk, banned our meat. Pink, they got pink slime in it. And they banned the chicken. What's safe out here, dog? You know what I'm saying? And what's the other one? They shaded out and dimmed out the sun. So now the Christian population is saying, "Hey, leave our religion alone. We don't believe in all that kind of behavior." You know, they trying to stop all of this from happening. So wow, what's y'all thoughts though, man? Y'all spam it up and let me know. But if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the like button and do us a favor and try to share this with your friends and family because we like to spread out the algorithm. It gets more people in here that like this type of content to enjoy this type of content with us. And round of applause to you if you made it to the end. I know you hate this part of it, you know what I'm saying? But for sure, I gotta go. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tapping in with us, you know what I'm saying, and coming through and watching my live or watching this later on your TVs or your mobile phones after the live is done. And I will be sharing some clips. So peace out to you and your family. Stay up. Have a good rest of your month. And I'll be back in a couple days. I got about 3 of these set up for y'all. Strange clips that